Welcome to Escape Files, where we uncover the most riveting stories of conflict, strategy, and high-profile operations. Today we bring you an unprecedented event that has shaken the Middle East and beyond: the assassination of Hezbollah's leader, Hassan Nasrallah, by an Israeli airstrike on September 27, 2024. For decades, Hassan Nasrallah was considered one of Israel's most elusive enemies, a man who lived in the shadows, guarded by secrecy and multiple layers of protection. But on that fateful day in September, Israel succeeded in a mission it had been pursuing for years, striking deep into the heart of Hezbollah's stronghold in Beirut. Join us as we take you inside the covert world of intelligence gathering, military precision, and the tense moments leading up to Israel's most daring and decisive strike in its long-standing conflict with Hezbollah. Hassan Nasrallah, the Secretary General of Hezbollah, had been at the top of Israel's most wanted list for decades. Known for his intelligence, strategic mind, and charismatic leadership, Nasrallah led Hezbollah through years of conflict, shaping it into one of the most formidable militant organizations in the Middle East. Over the years, Nasrallah had successfully evaded numerous Israeli assassination attempts, always staying one step ahead of Israeli intelligence. He operated from an undisclosed, heavily fortified bunker beneath Hezbollah's headquarters in Beirut. These bunkers were designed specifically to withstand Israeli airstrikes, equipped with advanced security systems, reinforced walls, and underground tunnels to facilitate quick escapes. Nasrallah's bunker had become a symbol of his untouchable status. But as the geopolitical situation intensified, Israel saw an opportunity. Tensions between Hezbollah and Israel had escalated to new heights, with both sides exchanging threats and border skirmishes. Nasrallah, confident in his impenetrable defenses, had begun to make more frequent speeches and public statements, his defiance on full display. However, these appearances would provide a vital clue for Israeli intelligence. For years, Israel had been gathering intelligence on Nasrallah's whereabouts, monitoring his movements, communications, and even attempting to infiltrate Hezbollah's inner circle. However, despite their best efforts, Nasrallah's location remained elusive, often moving between secret hideouts and ensuring his security team was always one step ahead. But by mid-2024, Israeli intelligence, particularly Mossad, had begun picking up subtle patterns in Nasrallah's movements. Using advanced surveillance technology and human intelligence, they pieced together a detailed picture of his bunker in Beirut. Over time, they identified weaknesses in his security network. One critical piece of intelligence, reportedly obtained through a combination of signals intelligence and a mole within Hezbollah, revealed that Nasrallah had become more confident in his Beirut bunker, rarely leaving the underground fortress. With this information in hand, Israel began formulating an intricate plan to take him out. In the days leading up to September 27th, Israeli military planners and intelligence officers worked around the clock, analyzing every piece of data they had collected about Hezbollah's headquarters. The bunker where Nasrallah was hiding was located deep beneath the basement of the Hezbollah headquarters, under layers of reinforced concrete designed to withstand heavy bombardment. But Israel had a solution: the bunker buster bomb. Bunker busters are specially designed bombs that can penetrate deep into the earth or concrete before detonating, capable of reaching targets in underground facilities. The Israeli Air Force had recently upgraded its arsenal of bunker busters, specifically for operations like this one. These bombs would be the key to neutralizing Nasrallah, even within the heavily fortified bunker. The operation required absolute precision. Any error could lead to collateral damage, and missing the target would allow Nasrallah to disappear once again. Timing was everything. On September 27, 2024, the Israeli military launched Operation Hammerstrike. The operation was carried out by Israel's elite air units, with close coordination between the Israeli Air Force and Mossad. The night was quiet in Beirut. The city, scarred by years of war and political turmoil, seemed to be in a moment of relative calm. But far above, Israeli F-35 stealth jets soared silently through the night sky. They were invisible to Lebanon's radar systems, thanks to their advanced stealth technology. As they approached Beirut, the jets received final confirmation from Israeli intelligence. Nasrallah was indeed in the bunker, conducting what was believed to be a critical meeting with senior Hezbollah officials. This was the moment Israel had been waiting for. At precisely 2:37 a.m. local time, the Israeli jets released a series of GBU-28 bunker buster bombs. These bunker buster bombs. These bombs, guided by laser targeting systems, zeroed in on Hezbollah's headquarters. As the bombs fell, the tension in the Israeli command center was palpable. Years of planning, intelligence gathering, and anticipation came down to these next few moments. The bombs hit their target with pinpoint accuracy. The first explosion sent shockwaves through Beirut, but it was the second and third strikes that delivered the decisive blow. The GBU-28 bombs penetrated deep into the earth, drilling through the layers of concrete and reinforced steel that protected Nasrallah's bunker. The explosions rocked the city, shaking buildings for miles around. Thick plumes of smoke rose from the ruins of Hezbollah's headquarters, and fires lit up the night sky. The destruction was catastrophic, but the question on everyone's mind was, had Israel succeeded in killing Nasrallah? For hours there was no official confirmation. Hezbollah's media wing remained silent, an unusual move for the group, which often responded quickly to Israeli attacks. In Israel, military officials awaited confirmation with bated breath. Finally, after several hours of silence, Israeli officials received the news they had been hoping for. Their intelligence sources within Beirut confirmed that Hassan Nasrallah had been killed in the strike. He had been inside the bunker when the bombs hit, and the sheer force of the explosions had obliterated the underground facility. Nasrallah's body was found among the rubble, along with several high-ranking Hezbollah officials who had been in the bunker with him. For Israel, this was a moment of triumph. The leader of Hezbollah, a man who had long eluded them, was finally dead. In the days that followed, the Israeli government officially announced the successful assassination of Hassan Nasrallah. The Israeli Prime Minister, in a televised address, hailed the operation as a major victory for Israel's security and a significant blow to Hezbollah's leadership. The response from Hezbollah and its allies was immediate. Hezbollah confirmed Nasrallah's death but vowed to continue the fight. Iran, one of Hezbollah's key backers, condemned the airstrike, promising retaliation. Across the region, the assassination sparked a wave of protests, and the specter of renewed conflict loomed large. But beyond the immediate aftermath, questions began to surface. What would happen to Hezbollah without Nasrallah's leadership? For years, Nasrallah had been the glue that held the organization together, guiding it through wars, political crises, and international pressure. His death left a significant power vacuum within Hezbollah, and it was unclear who would rise to take his place. At the same time, Israel braced itself for the potential fallout. Hezbollah, despite the loss of its leader, remained a formidable force with thousands of fighters and a vast arsenal of rockets. The group had been preparing for years for a potential conflict with Israel, and Nasrallah's death could trigger a new wave of violence. The world watched closely, knowing that this assassination could mark the beginning of a new and dangerous chapter in the Middle East. In the days following Nasrallah's assassination, the situation in Lebanon remained tense. Hezbollah held a massive funeral for its fallen leader, attended by thousands of supporters. In speeches and media statements, Hezbollah officials vowed revenge, declaring that Nasrallah's legacy would live on through the resistance movement he had built. For Israel, however, the operation was seen as a strategic success. The assassination of Nasrallah dealt a significant blow to Hezbollah's leadership structure, creating uncertainty and confusion within the organization. Israeli officials believed that without Nasrallah's leadership, Hezbollah would struggle to maintain its cohesion and effectiveness. But even as Israel celebrated its victory, the shadow of Hezbollah's retaliation loomed large. The group's ability to strike back was well known, and Israel prepared for the possibility of rocket attacks, bombings, or other forms of asymmetric warfare in response to the assassination. As the dust settled over Beirut, one thing became clear. While Israel had succeeded in killing Hassan Nasrallah, the conflict between Hezbollah and Israel was far from over. Nasrallah's death marked the end of one chapter in this long and bloody conflict, but the future remained uncertain, with both sides preparing for whatever came next. This is Escape Files, bringing you the untold stories of war, conflict, and survival. Subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell to stay updated with more deep dives into some of the world's most extraordinary events.